What's going on, Scales 311, and I am really excited about this. Now, this is the 360 version of this game, and I actually have the PC version of the game, but I bought it for this too because, to be honest, CD Projekt Red, the company who makes the Witcher games, is one of the best game companies I've ever had the pleasure to buy games from. They give us, the players, so much, and they don't ask for really anything but just us buying their games. They give us DLC, they give us an unbelievable package with these games, and they don't charge anything ever for their DLC or anything, and they deserve money. When other game companies in the world act the way they do and they charge for the smallest things that are ridiculous, it's so great to see a company like this who actually cares about their consumers. And this game comes with the soundtrack. This is just the $60 regular version of the game, enhanced edition, obviously. Comes with the soundtrack of the game. It comes with a quest handbook, which is basically a strategy guide that has anything you really need in there. You don't even have to buy the strategy guide, even though they are selling one. Unless you just want it, for your own reasons. It comes with a map, like a map of the world. Obviously, an instruction guide. And one thing I saw that was kind of cool in this, which I don't see normally, is that you can actually adjust the font. And it said if you have an HD monitor, keep it this way. If you have a SD monitor, standard def, then you can pick a larger font so you can read the text, which is something I don't remember ever seeing in a game, like on a console for sure. So that's a pretty nice thing too. So anyway, this is the enhanced edition of The Witcher 2, which is just a fabulous game, and they have some extra videos in here. I think I'm gonna start with those and show them off. So we have Witchers, which describes what it means to be a Witcher. So let's check that out.
Witcher, or Witchers, an elite and mysterious caste of warrior monks. In popular lore, they're portrayed as possessing magic powers and superhuman abilities. Witchers were believed to combat evil spirits, ghastly monsters, and all manner of dark forces. It's possible that Witchers had animal eyes, which granted them sight in near darkness, rendering survival probable in encounters with fiends both subterranean and nocturnal, kobolds, vampires, and ghouls. Witchers used their silver swords to kill creatures of magic provenance, wraiths, cursed souls, and striggers. With their swords of meteorite steel, they felled non-magic beasts, and the occasional human who refused to pay for services rendered. In combat, Witchers would go into a trance, induced, it's supposed, through self-hypnosis or the consumption of intoxicants. They fought with blind abandon, sensing absolutely no pain, ignoring even serious injuries, which fed fears and superstitions about their unearthly powers. There is little doubt that Witchers were perceived to be vile beings who could bring misfortune down upon common folk with their gaze alone. The heroes of fairy tales and other yarns, Witchers entered the folklore of the Nordlings. This is true of one especially, Geralt the Riv, known as the White Wolf. Listen now to one of the legends about him.
Alright, so we have a little movie about what Witchers are, which is kind of cool. If you don't have a PC and you never played the first game, it's a good way to kind of have an idea of kind of what's going on. And now this is the video that they released when they announced kind of the enhanced edition, if I remember correctly, which is a video which has something to do with the Witcher story, but you never actually saw this. You've heard obviously about it because it's an important part of the story. So let's check this out. Alright, now that is sweet, and that is a good way to get in the mood for this kind of game. This game is epic, and it is something else. So let's and there's also memories and flashbacks part, but that's, you actually collect those as you play through the game. You can watch them again. So let's get going. Screw enough of this. There's also an arena mini game now in this. So we'll begin our new adventure, and I'm not going to play the tutorial because I have played this game on the PC. So, and the tutorial is actually a new thing that they added. They didn't have it in the original game. They patched it in later because it is a hard game until you get the hang of it. And so people were kind of like, this game's so freaking hard, because they don't really tell you how to play it. So the tutorial's good if you never played it, but I don't want to waste time on it. And I'm just going to play on normal though. There's also all these they added a dark difficult level, which is crazy, and they have hard obviously. So we're just going to go normal though to give a nice balanced game. So here we go. Now this game is also mature as mature goes. So if you are, if you don't like that kind of stuff, then I would turn it off. Basically, the Witchers are thought of as being almost, they're monster slayers, but a lot of people think of them as monsters as well. So you do have that aspect of the game.
Come on, Sixes. Daddy needs you. Oh, shit. Ha! 20 orange to Grandad. Looky there, he's awake. You daft! Don't go in there!
Shut it, he's in chains, can't do a thing.
Am I right, Master Geralt? Roll again!
Why?
The dice didn't roll!
Calling me a cheat? Take it back.
Look, he's awake again.
Monster Slayer, my ass. A regular horson.
I heard witches all start out as roadside orphans taken in by mages. Mages who experiment on them.
Folks say they plough witches come the equinox.
That's how they get those spooky eyes.
Enough! Take him down and put him in the interrogation room.
I thought you died.
I'm not so easy to kill. I don't believe we've been introduced. Vernon Roach.
Fuck you.
Nasty. And after we've been through so much.
Same side of the barricade then. Opposite sides of the table now.
You can change that.
You want me to sit on your lap?
Vess! Unshackle him. You will tell me everything you remember. The entire assault. And all that happened in the Solar.
And if I refuse?
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the Special Forces for a while. Got good at beating others. You're a Witcher. You'd endure much.
You better believe it.
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow, they'll publicly gut you, skin you, and hang you.
Just like that? For nothing?
No. For Temeria.
Downright praiseworthy. Where should I start?
It was a long day. I wish to hear the important bits.
Alright, so here you get to actually choose what you want to play. There's 3 parts to the prologue, and you can split up however you want. If you go from top to bottom, though, that's kind of like the right order, I guess, to do it. Makes, you know, the one that makes sense story-wise, but you could do it however you want. So we're going to start on the top.
Just so we're clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle, but Foltest is not someone you refuse.
And CG Project Red said to install this game on your hard drive on the 360. It makes a big difference apparently. I installed it on mine. Now I am going to have to probably cut some of this out here because, like I said, this game is mature to the extreme. They don't hold nothing back.
Witcher, are you up? His Majesty, King of Temeria, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges, summons Master Geralt to appear before him.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Sorry to intrude like this, milady, but the King...
We heard you.
A pleasant day to you, milady. Witcher.
Stupid war. Such a beautiful morning.
A war can never be stupid when waged by your king.
They've cleared the forests, they're pillaging nearby villages, and they'll soon be murdering each other en masse. Why? Because Foltest's having a spat with the mother of his bastard twins. This is a really stupid war, Triss.
Bastards or not, the children are still royal blood. The Lavalettes are an old Temerian dynasty, and the mix is sufficient basis to vie for the crown. History has known stranger contenders.
Which doesn't change the fact that...
I know. Foltest and the other northern monarchs are neither the smartest nor the most refined, but they're kings, one of whom we serve.
And I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Did you dream of the Wild Hunt again?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now on these kind of options you can choose. If you choose the yellow one, it continues the story. The white ones, you get some background info.
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a storyteller in it. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in prayer and he escaped.
A dragon in the midst of civilization? Please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
Nothing's changed. And you're right. It's probably not a dragon. Although it could be a forktail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
The unlucky assassin? How did the autopsy go?
It was a nightmare. In the months since you killed him, the king's medics poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that cart? Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
Foltest has some trust issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupil suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out. You might be a savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the cults they ride.
I get the feeling that dream's important. Running frantically through the forest. The wild hunt. They're the last things I remember. I wake up and try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance. Some clue to grab onto. Something that'll help me recover my memory.
Dreams can be very powerful. Some people claim they can even shape reality.
People claim a lot of things. The problem is, it's often nonsense.
We'll know in time. I'm sure of it.
Right. Time to look to the lustful king and his stupid war.
I'll join you later.
Okay, so that's how the intro begins of this part, and we will probably stop here though, and we'll continue onwards in the next vid. So thanks for watching, guys, and please keep watching. This game is fantastic, so thanks.